Welcome to Unit 1, Chapter 2, Google Docs. Google Docs is a word processor. Google Docs is very similar to Microsoft Word, but it is more of a basic version. This word processor allows you to work in the cloud and not on the computer. Reviewing our essential outcomes for this chapter. You will be working with open and closed software to create and format professional documents using basic software features. You will be working in Google Drive using Google Docs and Microsoft Word. You will also be asked to complete the Chapter 2 I CAN statements that provide you with all the tools that you need to know for this chapter and for this unit. You will also be asked to articulate and utilize computer and software terminology. Welcome to Section 2-1, Creating Documents Using Google Docs. The first step in creating a new document is making sure that you are in the correct location. We want to make sure that we are in our Chapter 2 Google Docs folder. Before creating your blank document, again, make sure that you're in your Chapter 2 Google Docs folder. Then you will right-click anywhere on the screen, and you will see in the drop-down menu an icon for Google Docs, and if you scroll your cursor over the arrow, you will see one for blank document, and you'll see one from a template. We want from a blank document. A letter template is largely a pre-formatted document that's already set up and designed for you. All you need to do is add data. Once you have a new document open in Google Drive, you will need to give the document a title. If you look up at your tab, you will notice it is called Untitled Document. And then if we look at the file name inside the document, it is called Untitled Document. To create a title, click your cursor inside the box where it says Untitled Document, and then type in the name of your document. Hit enter, and you will find both the file name and the tab file name will change. Now that I have a new document, I'm going to place my cursor inside on the document, and I'm going to type in some text. If you notice here, I have some text typed in, and if you go up to the top, you will see that Google Docs automatically saves your text. If you notice, it says all changes saved in Drive. Before exiting out of any document in Google Docs, make sure that it says all changes saved. This is what you call an autosave feature, and it largely means Google Docs will automatically save a document without you having to tell it to do so. Now you have some formatting options in Google Docs. You have, of course, your file name of your document. You have your menu bar. You have your file, edit, view, insert, format, tools, table, add-ons, and help. Each one of these menu bars has its own toolbars. For the file tab or menu bar, you have various tools that you can use in Google Docs. On the File menu tab, when you click on the drop down, you are going to notice that you can download a document either as a Word document, Open document, RTF, PDF. Usually when you download, you will probably save it as a Microsoft Word document. So when you download, you can convert your Google Docs into a Microsoft Word document. Another aspect of the menu tab is your page setup option. In this setup option, you will be able to change your orientation from portrait to landscape. You may also find where you can change your margins, your top, bottom, left, and right. And you can also change a page color for the background of your document. So in order to make your page orientation change, margins, and page color, you will go to your File tab and select Page Setup. Once you have everything set the way you want, you just click on OK. Another aspect of the File menu tab will be your print feature. You can print right from Google Docs. All you need to do is select your print feature and then check to make sure that you are printing to the correct printer. On your Edit menu tab, you have the option to undo, redo. Notice they also give you the shortcuts Control-Z, Control-Y. You can paste and you can use the shortcut Control-V. You have your web clipboard and you have your find and replace. Underneath the View menu tab, if you click on the drop down, you will see that you can turn on and off your ruler. You can show spelling suggestions or not. You can go full screen. You can do print layout. In the Insert menu tab is where you have most of your options. You can add an image, a link. You can do an equation, drawing, chart, table. You also have special characters that you can use, horizontal lines, page number, page counts, page breaks. And this is where you'll find your header and footer. Underneath the Format menu tab, you have options such as bold, italic, underline, strike through, superscript, subscript, font size, paragraph styles, align, line spacing, columns, and also an option to clear your formatting, as well as lists and capitalization. Underneath your Tools menu tab, you can check for spelling, word count, and there's other different types of features that you can also use. Under your Table menu, largely you will find information of how to insert, delete different types of rows and columns into a table, as well as look at the table properties. The Help menu allows you to actually seek help with a skill or a feature that you want to use that you're not sure of. You can also click on your keyboard shortcuts to find out what those are as well. Google Drive allows you to add on free app software to your documents. So, to add on a software, you need to open up a new doc. Then you're going to click on add-ons and then select Get Add-ons. Then you're going to type in the app software we want you to search, and that is Doc to Form. So you would type that into the search bar, and then when it pops up, you're going to click on the free icon to download the software or upload the software. So all you need to do is click on free, and the example on this screen has a green icon with manage because I've already downloaded the software. So when yours pops up, it will have a blue icon, and then you click on the free. A screenshot is the ability for you to use your computer to take a screenshot of your screen. On PCs, you will find the print screen button to the right of the top row where your function keys are at. If you are on a laptop, you might have to look around a little bit. Usually you have to use your function key with your print screen, but it varies based on the type of laptop that you have. What are Creative Commons licenses? First of all, we have to respect and follow copyright laws. Copyright laws protect original creative works such as software, video games, books, music, images, and videos. Google search, when you go to Google Drive and you do a search for images, you are now able to find your Creative Commons licenses. A CC or a Creative Commons license is used when an author wants to give people the right to share, use, and build upon a work that they have created. If you look at the image to the left, you're going to see that in the Google search bar, I typed in, I want to find an image for Google Drive. So I type in Google Drive and then Creative Commons license. Once I do my search, Google will pull up all the Creative Commons licenses that are available for my use that are generally protected from violation of copyright laws. In this class, you're free to use CC licenses. It's a good idea to check any kind of image that you use from the internet to make sure that it is acceptable, but generally Creative Commons licenses are free to use, especially for education. Grouping images. Grouping images is a feature that allows you to take multiple independent objects and attach them together so that they move as one object. When you put in your Creative Commons license of images, usually the image and the URL that comes with it are not attached. So it's best to group them so you can move them as one image. To do that, click on the first object, hold the Control key down, move your cursor over the second image until you see the plus sign that attaches itself to the cursor. Then continue to click on all the objects you want to group under one image. Once you have all the independent images selected, right-click on the group image and then select Group and then Group. All images now or objects should move as one image. You have just finished section 2-1. 1. Log into Google Drive. Search for your Chapter 1 Google Drive folder. Create a new folder next to the Chapter 1 Google Drive folder called Chapter 2 Google Docs. 2. Open up a new document in the Chapter 2 Google Docs folder. The file name should be your first and last name. 3. Change the top margin to 1.5 and the left and right margin to 1.2. 4. Add a background color of your choosing and then change the orientation to landscape. 5. Search for a dog or a cat image. Make sure that you type in Creative Commons license after the search word so that you only get Creative Commons images. Group the license and the image together so that it moves as one object. 6. Wrap the image so that you can move it by dragging it to the center of the page. 7. Below the image, write a short paragraph, maybe 1 or 2 sentences, describing your image. 8. Take a screenshot of your Chapter 1 and Chapter 2 folders and paste it below the short paragraph. Reduce the image size so that all of your work fits on one page. 9. Search for the Doc to Form add-on and add it to your document. 10. Go back to your I can statement and check to see that you have used all of the skill sets listed on section 2-1. So that means if you have not used all of the skill sets, you will have to add them to your document based on your choice. Call me over to review your work when you are finished. Now finish section 2-1. On to the next video, 2-2.